You. You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure, sure.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
The sea returned many ships. Someone has to take this gift.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Stop it.
Here's the prophecy inscribed in the twilight of the dying moon. The hidden shall arise and drown the world in its ignorous waters.
Hey, handsome. Wanna have some fun?
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute. I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit. This wouldn't even hold air for a minute. I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit. I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
find something you like.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
Fresh fish, fresh fish.
Hey, knock it off!
Stop it.
Stop it.
Snug it, landlubber.
What's your problem? What's your problem? Snub it, landlubber. Don't do that again.
Get off.
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them. This stone isn't natural. Could it be a statue?
He'll see you if you... No! You... No!
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
Those suits are all cut up. A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton. A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton.
Hark, he comes! The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor. Take me, make me, I beg you.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes, first, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk, listen, pray. Wake, you holy worm. Take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you. You see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
A perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship? A perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Sancta Mare, be our eyes, eyes to see the distant stars.
You see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Okay. What? It's shivering.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. And then the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Titania, be our eyes. Eyes to see the distant stars. I'm watching you, newcomer.
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed, in the sunken ruins. Some sort of ancient temple. They have enough air, but we need to hurry.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
The crew of the Titania mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice. Throwing Albert to the whims of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
The Innsmouthers were there to kidnap Professor Doe. They ambushed the expedition, captured her, and took the artifact she found. They called it the Seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
Seems that after the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment, then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock! The Innsmouthers. Do you have proof they were involved?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet, and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
This smells of trouble. Innsmouthers seem irritable, and my doctor says that drowning's not too good for me. So, why should I help?
I'll pay you a decent sum for this job. And you came here to look into the madness, correct? Professor Doe shares those visions. She found something inside the ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters. So shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert, one of great importance, shall we say, one at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
Sounds simple enough. Okay, I'll do it.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address and an advance for your investigation. You'll find it's fair.
Have a good day.